PTG here. Welcome back to the channel. This is the moment, the game we all been waiting for. The road has led to here. The Tier 1 championship game in the Access Football League. Greenwood Seminoles versus Green Bay. I told y'all it was going to be this matchup, and I was 100% right. It's going to be this matchup, and we're happy to be here. Shout out to all the HBCU players that was drafted onto the team. Shout out to all of them who was traded. Shout out to all the hometown heroes that were drafted on the team, retired from the team that was traded. This has been a long road, and we are finally here. Thank y'all so much for sticking with the series, rocking with it. Now, here's the conditions for us to continue this series. One or two things have to happen. Either I get 10 comments from 10 different accounts on this video, or saying to keep the series going, or I get 10 likes on the video itself. So it's going to be up to y'all if this series continues. Let's get in it. Now, we are going to start with the awards because I'm not going to do this at the end. We're going to start with the awards. You can hear me cry and complain right now. We're going to start with the awards. So, League MVP again goes to Brian Burke. I'm tired of seeing this. I don't know what's up with this. I don't know who he's supposed to be, who he think he is. He done got it 3 times since I done played it. I'm tired of this crap. I'm really sick of it. Whatever, though. We're going to keep it going. Offensive Player of the Year goes to Craig Gibbs. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Francisco Pagan. Rookie of the Year, of course, goes to AJ Newton. Greenwood Seminoles. And who cares about the quarterback? Running back still is held by Rylan Torrey. Had another great rushing year for him. Receiver of the year goes to Stanley Moody. I disagree there, but whatever. Like I said, we're not going to spend too much time on this. Colin Burgess gets the defensive lineman of the year. I disagree there. And we have linebacker of the year who's going to Mr. Francisco, who also won defensive player of the year. And the defensive back of the year is going to Sean Gulla. Man, I have so much disagreements there, but it's whatever. It's whatever. Now you see the playoff tree, you see the picture. Like I told y'all, I figured Green Bay would get past Kansas City. It's just the way. It's just the way it works. You know, it's just the way it works. It's just the way it works. They are evenly matched. They both have 8 offenses. They both have B plus defense and B plus special teams. It was all about who wanted it more. And as like in the regular season, it's been Green Bay. They only have 4 losses on the season. So it makes sense, man. Sometimes you just can't pull through when you need to pull through. We'll come back for all of that. So, yeah. All right, man. Let's get to these experts, y'all. I hope y'all like the uniform. Danny, James, we're pulling it out, and it's gonna be by a lot. Joe, Dave, we're losing, and it's gonna be by a lot. Okay. Well, let's get into it. Let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this matchup in the Access Football League. My name is Dave Stevens, along with my partner, Mike Steele.
Access Bowl. Do you really need to say much more, Dave? This isn't just a game. This is an experience.
Well, I think fans at home are thinking the same thing, Mike. Let's find out who's going to advance to the next round of the playoffs and who's packing it up for the year. That brings up second down. Quarterback to pass. That brings up third down. Third and short. Steps back into the pocket, makes the catch. Coming out in the gun. He tosses one, and it's intercepted by number 52. And he's tackled.
As a quarterback, it's important to scan the field with your eyes, to look off the defenders. That's something he needs to work on a bit.
The QB changes the play assignments. They're changing things up at the line. And he can't reel it in. Second down. Go. He hands it to the runner. That brings up a crucial third down. Pitches the ball out to the runner. That will move the chain.
You see those big linemen starting to put hands on the hips, getting a bit tired of staying on the field.
The quarterback tosses one out. Second down. Number 2 gives it away. Brought down almost immediately by Edward. Third down. That'll be enough for the first down.
Being able to move the ball in the running game, especially when you can pick...
Touchdown!
This is big boy football. The defense might consider getting some new guys in because they just got manhandled.
It's up. It's good. The home team with the first score of the game. 7-0.
The first touchdown of the day creates huge momentum. It makes the other team feel like they're working uphill.
Green takes the kick. And he's brought down after a return of 14.
This is a good position for offense to be in. It's a one-score game, and they've got a good opportunity to go down the field and get some points.
Steps into the pocket. Sets his feet and throws across the first down line. Good enough for a first down. Second play of the drive for Green Bay. Burke drops back. The pass connects with number 20. A 5 defensive back set for the home team. Hike. There's a penalty marker on the field. And it's intercepted by number 29. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. The home team chooses to decline the penalty.
I bet the quarterback wishes he could have that one back. As an offense, the best way to show appreciation to the defense for forcing a turnover is to go drive down the field and turn it into a score.
Makes the catch. And he's tackled by Matthew.
That's the kind of talent this team has, Dave. Moving the ball at will against a defense that isn't full of slouches.
He tosses it to the runner. He breaks free. And he won't make it very far before being dragged down by Matthew. Second down. Go. Number 2 with the handoff. That brings up third down. Number 2 steps back into the pocket. He can't make the catch. Number 5 punts it away. And the kick goes out of bounds.
If the offense can drive down the field and get some points here, I'd expect to see a big momentum shift in the game.
Burke with the handoff. That will bring up second down. Second down. Number 20 on the run. That brings us to the end of the first quarter. The home team up so far, 7-0. Burke makes the handoff. That'll be enough for the first down. The pitch is taken by number 20. That will bring up second down. He hands it to number 20. Third down. He drops back. He launches one. High down the middle. Incomplete.
Third and longs are one of the hardest down and distances to convert. The defense did a great job holding them up there.
He punts it away.
This drive coming up is a good chance for the offense to give themselves a bit of breathing room.
Clark on the run. Stopped before he could break loose. Up at the 13-yard line. That gets us to second down. That brings up a crucial third down. And that's enough for a first down.
Blocking can be one of the more overlooked aspects of running, but their impact on that first down run was pretty evident.
Number 2 changes the play assignments. Number 2 changes the play assignments. Quarterback to pass. Finds a target deep downfield. He crosses the goal line. Touchdown.
The secondary's down there comparing notes. Apparently, they didn't do that in the film room this week.
It's up. It's good. The home team extends their lead 14-0.
We're now looking at a 2-possession lead for the home team.
Wilson kicks it away. Green takes the kickoff. Makes the return up to the 21.
Overall today, they've been outperformed on offense. It's time for them to buckle down and get things moving if they want any chance of turning things around.
There's a flag on the field. The home team will accept the penalty.
If the coach hasn't created a culture where penalties are not acceptable, then players won't take that extra effort to avoid making them.
Quarterback to pass. He sets up and throws over to the left side, and it's off. Second down and long. Throw short along the sideline. That will bring up third down. The home team comes out with 5 DBs. There is a flag on the play. The home team will accept the penalty.
False starts are one of those mental mistakes that really makes getting the first down a lot harder.
Finds a target deep to the pass is intercepted by number 26. He's taken down by Burke.
It's hard to do, Dave, but you've got to let it go. Own the mistake and move forward. This QB is better than that one mistake. It will be interesting to see if the offense can do anything on this drive following that turnover.
Clark on the carry. Second down. Third down.
Tonight.
He hands it off. Stopped before he could break loose. Up near the 27, fourth down. The quarterback hands it off. That'll be enough for the first down. The home team with 4 receivers.
Nebraska.
They're changing things up at the line.
Check.
They're changing things up at the line.
Mississippi.
They're changing things up at the line. Drops back into the pocket. Throws a pass. He makes the catch in the end zone for a touchdown.
Deep strikes for scores is so disheartening to a defense.
Wilson kicks it up. It's good. The home team adds another score. 21-0.
That's a big score for the home team.
Wilson rockets this one deep. Green catches the kickoff. Tackled after a return of 14.
It needs to be go time for the offense. They need to stop messing around. Tighten up your chin strap and get ready to drive the ball down the field.
Burke drops back. Tosses a pass to the sideline. The ball falls to the ground. Incomplete. Quarterback to pass. He flings a pass close to the line of scrimmage near the middle of the field. The pitch is taken by number 20. Stopped before he could break loose. At the 22, fourth down. The punt's away. The kick is caught at the 33. And he's brought down after a return of 21.
The offense should focus on time of possession here. Keep the ball away from the other team. Drag this game out.
Number 2, handing it off. Brought down almost immediately by Matthew. The home team with the play action. He safely steps out of bounds. Third down and short. They're changing things up at the line. He flings a pass deep down the middle of the field. He crosses the goal line. Touchdown.
Number 82 had the Jets on from the moment the ball was snapped. He wasn't going to stop until he had that ball in the end zone.
And it's good. The home team adds another score. 28-0.
And now, Dave, the backups are kind of begging for some game time.
The kick's away. Taken at the 4. Makes the return up to the 20.
It needs to be go time for the offense. They need to stop messing around. Tighten up your chin strap and get ready to drive the ball down the field.
Dropping back. Throws a pass. Second down. Green Bay will operate from the gun. Steps into the pocket. The pass is intercepted by number 30. And he's tackled by number 20.
As the quarterback walks off, you can see the defensive players trying to pick him back up. but that one's going to affect his morale going forward. The offense will be looking to turn that turnover into points on this drive.
He takes the ball. That brings up second quarter comes
All
to
right,
an end.
man, that is
The home team
halftime. Like I
with the
said,
edge
man,
so
one or two
far,
things gotta happen for this
28-0.
series to continue. Either I get 10 comments from 10 different accounts on this video, or I get 10 likes on this video. Share using hashtag FaroTrade Gaming. It's gonna be up to you if this series continues. Let's look at these stats real quick. Shiloh is 5 for 7 and 169 yards and 3 touchdowns. Brian is 7 for 14, 42 yards, 4 interceptions. On regular defensive pass concepts, this is just man coverage. Is this really the freaking quarterback of the year? Huh? Is this really MVP right here? This dude? He can't throw against simple freaking... Come on, man. I take this personal. I did this on purpose. I ran this score up like this on purpose to prove a point. This is ridiculous, man. They just give it to anybody these days. Anyway, man, let's see what's going on out here. So, Clark and Newton has shared it, 9 and 9 apiece. Newton's got 49 yards. Clark has 19 in a touchdown. So, you know, I'm like I said, I'm really keeping it on the ground for most part. But that doesn't mean our quarterback isn't making big plays out here. Is he throwing for 3 touchdowns? My man, my homies, who that, we that, 62 yards. McCall 33, Freeman 70, Newton for himself. Come on, man. Come on now. Come on now. Nobody has dropped a pass. Nobody's dropped a pass. Defensive side. Of course, Kel Jackson Jr. is definitely up there for the tackles, but he got an INT just a minute ago. Dallas up there with the tackles, of course. 1 tackle for loss, of course. You know what I'm saying? Kofi up there. 1 interception, of course. Adams up there. And he even got an interception today. Shout out to Adams for the interception. Now the 4th interception is going... I could just did like this. It's going to the man who always get one. Every week by week, weekly interception getter is the man, Jared or Jared Sunlight, baby. He's up there now. I'm surprised he only has 1 tackle right now. But hey, he's up there for his daily interception. He always gets it. This man does what he needs to do in that secondary, and I love him for it. That's why I hate when he gets injured. Let's get back to this game. Let's get back to this action. Let's get back to the Greenwood Seminole final game. Let's get it, baby. Championship. Let's go.
Green Bay out to kick off. The kick is off. Flower catches the kickoff. Tackled after a return of 16. Let's check in with our sideline correspondent, Emma Adams. Emma, what do you have for us?
Gentlemen, I had a chance to discuss the first half with the coach for the home team. He seemed frustrated with their low passing yards in the first half. There are some weaknesses in the secondary that he thinks they can take advantage of, but they haven't been able to do so as of yet. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for the report, Emma. The quarterback makes the handoff. That'll bring up 4th down.
A conservative run call on 3rd and long. You don't want to unnecessarily take any risks there and end up in a situation that's difficult to recover from.
That'll give them a fresh set of downs. The quarterback pitching it out. 2nd down. Number 2, dropping back. The home team will fake the handoff and look to pass. That brings up 3rd down. Let's see what the call is on 3rd down. Number 2 changes the play assignments. Number 2 signals out to adjust the route. He sets up and throws. Good enough for a 1st down. Ninth play of the drive for the home team. Good enough for a 1st down.
You see those big linemen starting to put hands on the hips, getting a bit tired of staying on the field.
He dodges away. Touchdown!
Put 6 on the board for them. The defense seemed ready for it, but the offense just wouldn't be denied.
Wilson makes the kick. It's good. The home team widens their lead, 35-0.
In many ways, this one was not the game we expected, Dave, but certainly this type of lead has made a statement.
The kick is caught at the 6, tackled after a return of 18.
The away team has a great opportunity here to build some momentum and eat away at that lead they're facing.
He steps back to pass, makes the catch, taken down. Number 20 on the carry. Well, we'll see if that holds up after the penalty. Green Bay accepts the penalty.
That's a tough break for them there.
Steps into the pocket. Throws a pass. That'll be enough for the first down.
Giving up those yards so quickly. Even the mascot looks frustrated with the defensive.
He throws one. And he's forced out back at the 49. That will bring up second down. Steps into the pocket. And he's off. A penalty marker on the play. Well, we'll see if that holds up after the penalty. The defense will accept the penalty.
Most holding penalties are the result of poor positioning by the blocker, where they use their hands to compensate for being out of position.
That will bring up third down. He steps back to pass. There's a flag on the field. And he's in for the score. Let's see what the call on the field is. The home team will accept the penalty.
Some would argue that taking a holding penalty is better than a sack.
That'll wrap things up for the third quarter. The home team with the lead so far, 35-0. He steps back to pass. And they can't connect. Incomplete.
You can't blame the quarterback for taking a shot there. They weren't in a great situation on third down and needed to chuck it downfield to try and pick up the first.
Jones takes the kick. Tackled after a return of 2.
The home team needs to play it smart here. They're in control of this game and need to focus on not making mistakes.
He dodges away. Brought down almost immediately. Second down. Second down. Third down. Let's see what the call is on third down. Steps into the pocket. He sets up and throws past the first down. That will bring up first down. 1st and 10. Number 2 makes the pitch. Second down. 5th play of the drive. And he's tackled up near the line by Carlson. That gets us to third down. Pitches the ball out to the runner. First down. He hands it to number 45. That will bring up second down. He hands it off. Stopped before he could break loose. By Ma. That'll bring up a fresh set of downs.
You see those big linemen starting to put hands on the hips, getting a bit tired of staying on the field.
The quarterback seems to be changing the play at the line. The pitch is taken by number 45. That will bring up second down. That'll give them a fresh set of downs.
Not a run that's going to make his highlight reel, but he keeps adding to his yardage today with that first down.
Second down. Second down. Pitches the ball out to the runner. Tackled quickly by Strickland. That gets us to third down. Handing it off to number 45.
You see those big linemen starting to put hands on the hips, getting a bit tired of staying on the field.
He hands it to number 25. Green Bay will use their first time out here. That brings up second down. Touchdown!
Not just a touchdown, but also a statement.
Wilson makes the kick, and it's good. The home team widens their lead, 42-0.
That's a big score for the home team.
The kick's away. Green takes the kickoff. Tackled after a return of 23.
So much of football is mental. The offense needs to get a score in this drive to build some confidence if they want any shot of coming back in this game.
He steps back to pass. Throws the ball to the middle of the field. Green Bay takes a timeout here. That gets us to second down. And it's picked off by number 29. A flag on the play. He crosses the goal line. Touchdown. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. The home team elects to decline the penalty.
Dave, not much I can really add on this one. I'm not sure if I ever threw a pick six in my day.
And the kick will fall short. No good. The home team widens their lead, 48-0.
You give up more points here, and you almost don't want to walk back to the sidelines to hear it from the coaches.
Taken at the 5. Tackled after a return of 21.
The away team has dug themselves into quite a hole here. They've got a chance to regain some of that on this drive.
Quarterback to pass. He sets up and throws along the sideline. Second down. Lining up with a single back. He steps back to pass. He sets up and throws past the first down. Green Bay will use their third and final timeout here. That'll be enough for the first down. Grabbed out of the air, dodging the defender, brought down close to the 49. Second down. Second down and short. Burke back to pass. Tosses the ball to the left side. That'll bring up a fresh set of downs. Go! Setting up the screen down the middle of the field. And he stopped. The Axeman comes out in a 3-receiver set. Dropping back, he flings a pass. That will move the chains. The Axeman comes out with a single back. He sets up and throws. He snags it out of the air for the touchdown.
Put 6 on the board for them. The defense seemed ready for it, but the offense just wouldn't be denied. Go!
Kennedy on the kick. It's good. Green Bay reclaims some lost ground. That brings an end to the game, and time for us to take a look at the Mike Steele stud of the game. Mike, who are you thinking had the most impact today?
This is a clear choice for me today. I'm selecting the QB for the home team. A well-executed day for him.
And that will do it. There you have it. The champions. We are the champions. Baby. We did it, man. 5 long, hard-fought seasons, and we got to where we needed to. And we did it with HBC players on that. Shout out to them. Shout out to our hometown heroes. Shout out to everybody on the squad. Much love to everybody. Much love to my subscribers, for sure. Much love to my viewers. Hey, thank y'all, everybody, man. Don't forget, like, share, comment, subscribe, share, use some hashtag TheroTradeGaming. And stick around. We have a little bit more to do before we end this video. Alright, everybody, as you see the achievement pop up. We did it together. Alright, everybody, but yeah, man, I had to do them like that. I had to run it up like that, man. I had to show that they really don't belong. He shouldn't be the quarterback of the year. I think that's just being accident with that. Like three times, I think back-to-back league MVP is crazy. Him being the top quarterback at all is crazy. He's not in the game and on paper, he's not the best quarterback. I mean, he literally struggled. Like I said, basic defensive concept he struggles against. Mind you, DeCon Cross, a rookie out of HBCU, dismantled our pass defense the first matchup against the Houston Bombers. So I don't understand how this guy's even. I mean, there's a lot of quarterbacks that will cut us up. He wasn't one of them in either game. And that last late touchdown for 119 yards that he got right there, y'all know that was just a game being a game. That's just a game being a game. But anyway, man, it's time to get into these stats. First, we're gonna check out the guys from around the league. And I do mean our guys from around the league. I'm to be more specific. If I can remember them, I'll find them. So Jabari's not up here for QB. He had no passing attempts this last season. We don't have anybody there for us. I don't think Atlanta has anybody there for us. No, that's it. That's it for Atlanta. So we go to Baltimore, and this is completely different because they do. Mr. Siri Middleton threw for 343 completions and 522 attempts. He was 66%, 4,021 yards, 24 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. He had a 93 overall rating. Shout out to him. And on the defensive side, we have Mr. Andre Sampson, who has 66 tackles, 5 tackles for loss. He had no sacks on the year, though. Hey, man. We need better than that. We need better from that. So, let's see if the tight end, Jared Davis, 61 receptions, 707 yards, 4 touchdowns. My man. Who that? We that. He dropped 5 balls he was dropping balls in college, so we knew that was going to happen. Only 5 is good, though. In college, he was dropping like 10, 12, but he still had a lot of receptions and a lot of yards. He's still good. He just struggled with catching. It's good to see his hands got better. 4 touchdowns on the year. Okay, I see you, but we came from Mr. Tyree Mills. Tyree Mills. Everybody. Coming out of Edmund Waters, B2 HBCU. Woo-wee. Yes, sir. Okay. 8 receptions on the year, 67 yards, no touchdown, 13 long. So he did a lot of blocking. He's a blocking tight end. I ain't mad at that. I am not mad at that. Kenny Cook was the receiving tight end in the HBCU Bowl, so I'm really not surprised. I'm glad he even got him some yards, though. And then we're going to go to the other side of the ball. Now, here's where it gets real because we have somebody player very dear to my heart. And in real life, I hope he has a good recovery when he get back on the field because he was dominating before he got injured, man. So I hope Mr. Isaiah Bowden in real life gets healthy, man. JSU fam, I love yo. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Man, I hope you have a good speedy recovery. But let's see what you're able to do on this defensive side. Let's see where he's at. Where my guy at? I know he was hurt. He's not even up here. What's going on? Oh, what? No way. They did not do him like that. Did they do him like that? No, he's here. He's just not on the stat thing. Well, hold on. Maybe I can pick some up from here. I know it's been a while. He probably won't pop up because he was hurt for that last part of the season. Ah, he was on that list too. Let me see. He was also over here. Let me see. Come on. Ah, he's not popping up nowhere. There he is. 3 interceptions. So, according to this, he has 3 interceptions on the year. So, he did good. He did great, man. He did great. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, man, that's crazy. I was not expecting him not to make it. That's wild. That is so wild that he didn't make it. I'm trying to say if I lost somebody. Let me see. Oh, we're going to check everybody out. So, everybody, not just our guys. We're going to do every HBC player that got drafted. We got to check them out. Got to see. So on this team for Buffalo, we are looking for Mr. Josh Myers coming out of Delaware State. So let's see if we find him. Here he is. He had 32 tackles, 1 interception, and 1 tackle for loss. Let's go. Shout out to Josh Myers, man. On Carolina, we have Mr. Oh no, he's an offensive lineman. Dylan Russell, he's not going to pop up. Chicago, they don't have offensive lineman stats yet. Chicago, Joseph Cole coming out of UAPB. Let's see where he's at. Joseph Cole. There he is. 43 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and 5 deflected passes. He did what he had to do for his team. We got Cincinnati. So Cincinnati picked up Jeremy Banks. Where is Mr. Banks at? Mr. Banks, where you at? Jeremy Banks has 37 tackles and 2 sacks, 5 tackles for a loss, so he put up some numbers for his team. Cleveland went and got the one and only Jordan Megatoss, the fullback. Did he get some? He does. He gets 48 attempts, 229 yards, and 2 touchdowns, so he did pretty good as a fullback. They listed him as a running back. Maybe they switched his position, but he came in as a fullback. Dallas, oh my goodness, Mr. So first of all, let's go check out the kicker, Freeman. 29 field goals made out of 32 attempts. Oh my goodness, 45 extra points for 45 extra point attempts. So he almost perfect, man. He's a great addition to the team. That's what that says to me. Now let's get to the other side of this ball, because Mr. Grays and Isaiah Land, you feel me? Isaiah Land had 81 tackles, 7 sacks, 1 interception, 6 tackles for loss, and 1 forced fumble. So Isaiah Land is doing what Isaiah Land does. I'm happy to see it. Shout out to the Fairview alum, Oscar Grays. Where you at, baby? Where you at? Come on now. Oscar Grays does not show up. Oh no. Oh man, that sucks. I don't know if it's because he was injured or what, but hey, we gotta move on. Denver, the team we just beat up on. So first of all, let's go see the punter. Cause here we go. Let's go see the punter. There he is. All right, 78 punts, 27 of them were before the 20-yard line. Okay, 45 yards is his average, so he did all right this year at a punter. Now, let's go see what Mr. Bryce Carter, the best linebacker coming out of the HBCU football this past draft. Let's see. He has 97 tackles. He almost was the 3rd player on the roster to hit 100. Shout out to Bryce Carter for that. 2 sacks, 1 interception, 11 tackles for loss, 1 forced fumble, 2 fumble recoveries. Bryce Carter, man, hey, he showed out. Now we go to Detroit. Detroit, man. Detroit. Now, I like Cody Lowe. He didn't come out of HBCU, but I like Cody Lowe. I saw him in the draft. I was going to get him, but I passed up on him for Damari Daniels, and you see how that turned out. So, Cody Lowe, man, I love to see him, man. I'm glad to check up on him. But that's not who we're here for. We go to the defensive side, and we are here to look at Mr. Trayvon Britton out of Jackson State. Let's see how he did this year. He got 40 tackles and 3 tackles for loss, 3 deflected passes. So he did okay this year for his team. He was definitely a factor. Detroit actually got promoted to tier 2, if I'm not mistaken. So he helped his team do that. Hey, that's a beautiful thing. We go to Green Bay. Mr. Rasheed Bullets almost hits 100 tackles. He has 96, 4 sacks, not on us. 1 interception, 10 tackles for losses, 1 deflected passes, 1 forced fumble. So this man right here, the best linebacker to come out of HBCU football on paper, the intangibles, shows that he actually should have been the best in real time too, competing in tier 1 and putting up major numbers for the Green Bay Accident. He is a certified, I said he's a certified accident. Now we go to the other side of the ball. 386 attempts, 1,622 yards, 14 touchdowns. He was almost the leading running back. Mr. Lamartin Blackland, he showed out. He's been showing us what he does, what he can do. They knew what they got when they drafted him. That's what they got. All right. I'm going to go ahead and throw our guys in here, even though it's everybody on the squad. So you can see 142, 201, 71%, almost 3,000, 18 touchdowns, 7 interceptions on the year. He was a top performing quarterback. I would argue he should have gotten an award, but he didn't. So it is what it is. He needs to look to lose weight, though, man. 230 pounds is crazy at QB. Here we go, man. A.J. Newton, the running back of the year, in my opinion, but he got rookie of the year. 1,766 yards, 347 attempts, 25 touchdowns. So of course, I'm going to say he's the running back of the year, in my opinion, because he's my running back, of course. He fumbled the ball 2 times this year. His longest run was like 80 yards. Man, I remember that run. It was nice. Clark, 191, 679 at the fullback position, 17 touchdowns, man, 3.6, 54. He led the fullbacks in touchdowns. He did 3 fumbles. So, you know, you got Clark, he got 16 attempts this year, only 35 yards off of them. And Creek is actually negative off his 4 attempts. And we ain't gonna speak on that. Now, my homies and Shreve shared the load, the heavy load, getting 37 apiece. Quinn McCall, 34, those 3 shared the load. 4 touchdowns from my homies. Who that? We that. 7 touchdowns for Shreve, fam. 2 from McCall from NCCU. Rotherham was behind them and leads them in touchdowns, but behind them in receptions. 20 receptions, 13 touchdowns, 936 yards. Shreve has 1,044 yards. Only receiving half 1,044 yards, although he's tied for being targeted the most. So, hey man, the passing game, we was trying to be on it this year. Joshua Williams leads in tackles, 93 tackles, 2 sacks, 5 interceptions. I love it. 7 tackles for loss. Fam, you again in the building. Hometown hero. Sean Gove, 74 tackles, 4 interceptions. I love you. Yes, sir. 19 tackles for loss. 1 touchdown on defense. 26 deflected passes. I think he leads them. This man right here, 1 forced fumble, 1 recovery. This man right here, man. Hey, he's exciting to read. He's exciting to see. Sean Gove held this defense down. Him and Williams and Jackson, and I was just man this anyway. Kale Jackson Jr. Man, he's either from UPB or from Graham. I can't remember if it's from UPB or Graham. I can't remember. I'm so sorry, but shout out to both schools. Kale Jackson Jr. actually gets 71 tackles, 10 sacks, 3 interceptions, 12 tackles for loss, 11 defensive passes, 1 forced fumble. That man showed out. Mike Will coming out of Jackson State, 57 tackles, 2 sacks, 19 tackles for loss, 10 defensive passes. That man went off. $, 56 tackles, 4 sacks, 14 tackles for loss, 1 touchdown, 7 defensive passes, 2 forced fumbles, 3 recoveries. LaVon, 35, 17 sacks, 5 tackles, 1 forced fumble. Colton Adams, 26 tackles, 1 interception, 7 tackles for loss, 2 fumble recoveries. Shaq that. It just goes on and on. I'm talking about this defense showed out, baby. Yes, sir. I love this defense showed out. They let me down the first 3 years. They finally got excited, and I love it, baby. I love it. Now we in Houston. Daquan Cross, he went for 284 completions off of 443 attempts, 64%, 3,434 yards, 24 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Man, this man is good. I love him. I hate that his percentage is low. He needs to work on that, and he will. He will be back and better next season. I know he will. Randall, however you want to say it, forget him. I don't like him. I don't like this kid at all. Not even a little bit. We got I ain't gonna speak on all of that. I ain't gonna speak on all of that, man. I'm not gonna even speak on all of that. We're gonna let them have their shine. We're gonna leave them alone. We're going to the other side of the ball to find my man. Where my man's at? Where Nolan at? Huh? I said Nolan. Dylan Morton. 49 tackles, 1 sack, 5 tackles for a loss, man. So he did what he could do for Houston. Now we're gonna take a trip to Indianapolis. Maybe we go to Indy. Let's see. We are going to Indy actually. For our kicker, there he is. Go back. There you go. He's perfect for field goals, perfect for extra points. This man was perfect. So Latrell Johnson. Okay, Latrell, I see you, D2 kicker, doing his thing in the Axis football league. Excuse me. Lamonte Seminoles got hurt for a major part of the year, but he still was able to get 749 yards, 5 touchdowns on the year, with his longest being 95 yards. Oh, I know that. I know they mad. How you let this man get that much on y'all, man? Anyway, go to the other side of the ball, man. And we are looking for the 3. We're looking for 3 because of hometown heroes on this team. Mr. Troy Oliver is on his team. He got 73 tackles for them. He couldn't do that for us, though. 3 tackles for loss, 5 deflected passes. He wasn't doing that for us, though. He wouldn't. Every time he got broke. He was getting beat down. Alright, man. Whatever. Nathan Grant. HBCU defensive lineman out of, I forgot, it's PD, I believe. This man, oh no, he's from Alcorn State. Excuse me, I can't believe I'm messing up my man's schools, man. What am I doing messing up these schools, man? They gonna come after me for this, man. I can't be messing these up. I'm so sorry. Nathan Grant out of Alcorn State got 64 tackles, 3 sacks, 8 tackles for a loss, 1 forced fumble. Yes, I did mess up a Reed Oliver's. Get off me, okay? Eric, he ain't perfect. Justin Williams, my guy out of Bethune-Cookman. I said that right. Bethune-Cookman, a defensive back. 46 tackles, 3 interceptions, 5 tackles for loss, 5 deflected passes. He did what he did. They got into the playoffs, so they did good for their team. Man, they just couldn't get it through. So y'all already know who we're looking at Vegas. We already know who we're looking at in Vegas. We have Mr. on this side of the ball, William Monroe has 51 tackles, 2 interceptions, 2 tackles for loss, 1 touchdown, and 2 deflected passes. Shout out to him. And then we go to the other side of the ball because Davius Richard is 68% on the year, 5,021 yards, 36 touchdowns, 11 touchdowns. His longest pass for 89 yards. Davius Richard, one of the best quarterbacks out of NCCU. Shout out to him, man. Much love to him, and hopefully he gets drafted in real life, baby. We're looking for you, Mr. Richardson. We're looking for you, man. Much love. Now we go to Los Angeles. In Los Angeles, on a defense side of the ball, we are looking for Mr. McDonald. Is he here? No, not Ronald. And he does not pop up, meaning they did not respect him enough to put him up here. Because I know he got some stats. No, that's right. He didn't start. He did not start. So we go to Louisiana. We going to the swamp, baby, to look for Jared Fisher. Where you at, man? Where you at? Let's see what you did. He got 42 tackles, 3 sacks, 3 tackles for losses. So he did put some numbers up for his team. Shout out to my man Jared Fisher coming out of Bethune-Cookman. We go to Mexico City. We looking for Jimmy Myers. And I believe Jimmy Myers did and does come from JSU. He put up 1,220 yards on a year, 8 touchdowns. He averaged 3.9, 82 for his long with 1 fumble. He's going to work on himself, develop, and get better. Trust me, he's going to be back. He's going to be better, and we cannot wait for that. We go to Miami. And we looking for Aiden Blackshire. Aiden gets 359 attempts, 992 yards to a touchdown, averaging 2.8, 93 was his longest. That's exactly why we traded him. He's talented, but he's not producing it on the field. So, Mr. Eric Leonard, he was able to get 10 rushes as well, 27 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground. Eric Leonard did this? What? The receiver out of Grambling? Okay, the Rambling man from Grambling able to put up some rushing yards. Then at his position, receiving 68 receptions, 699 yards, 3 touchdowns. down. 61 is his largest. 251 for yards after the catch. 9 drop passes. He needs to work on himself, but he is doing great. Bro, 60, wait, hold on. 68 receptions for 110. He's got to do better than that, man. He has to get that. He has to get that up, man. I'm talking about this man right here. He has to get his stats up, man. He has to do better. Yeah, he got to do better than that. So we go to Minnesota. Get cold like Minnesota. And the guy we're looking for here is not going to show up, Mr. Frank Farrell. He's not going to show up. So then we have to go to Montreal. Tight end Michael Reese. What did Michael Reese do? 51 receptions, 617 yards, 4 touchdowns. Longest is 93. 5 drop passes. Targeted 82 times. He's going to have to work on himself as that receiving tight end. This man is coming out of lane. A D2 HBCU. Nebraska is holding Ryan Miller, and I think it shouldn't take us long to find this man. Ryan Miller has 37 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, 2 deflected passes. He needs to step his game up. He did good, but he needs to step his game up. We should have seen more from him being, who he is. We should have seen way more from him. So now we have to go up to the east, the northeast at that, New York. But they're not holding nobody that we can see. There's this offensive lineman on their team. So now we're coming back down towards the south, and we are going to take a trip to Oklahoma for Dennis Moss at the linebacker position. 71 tackles, 3 sacks, 5 tackles for loss, 1 deflected pass, 1 forced fumble, 2 recoveries. Dennis Moss did a lot for his team in this defense. He didn't lead, but he is a leader and a player. Let's go for Mr. Dennis Moss. Now we're taking a trip to Orlando, and it gets sticky. Maurice Ryan, where you at? Not hard to find. 76 tackles, 1 sack, 2 interceptions, 3 tackles for loss, 4 deflected passes. This man did outstanding for his D, but his offense couldn't produce. And speaking of offense, Mr. Damon Homer did his thing. 86 receptions, 1,601 yards, 11 touchdowns, 76 is longest, 7 drop passes. Need to work on himself. He was targeted 128 times. He has to work on his skill. This offense has to get their team together. In general, there's no reason for them to not have been a contender in Tier 1 this year. I don't know what's going on with that. We take a trip to Philadelphia. Philly. And we are looking for my man, Malik Ellis, coming out of who that, we that. 61 receptions, 602 yards, 5 touchdowns, 45 yards is his longest, 6 drops, targeted 85 times. We got a lot of guys we need to develop. But they're doing all right. You know what I'm saying? That's not too bad. We take a trip to Pittsburgh. Chase Cooper, the man that's well. First, let's start with Lance Hill, because Lance Hill surprised us in that game. He has 58 receptions, 707 yards, 4 touchdowns, 74 is his longest, 8 drops when he targeted 97 times. Now, Lance Hill didn't start the first 3 games of the season, so these stats could have been way better. However, I do want to say that he surprised us when he played against us. This man got open for that deep pass. I'm not sure if y'all remember, but man, he did great for when he got the start. Now, Chase Cooper, another man who didn't play his first 3 games because of the politics. 47 tackles, 3 interceptions, 3 tackles for loss, 5 deflected passes. 3 of those deflected passes come from us. 2 of those interceptions come from us. This man, Chase Cooper, got that game against us and took it personal because we didn't draft him, because we are the HBCU drafting team. He was kind of upset that we didn't draft him. He took it personal. He went out there, he showed out. If we had drafted him, our pass defense would have been incredible. We didn't. We lose out on a great DB, and this man shows out against us. So shout out to him. Shout out to Pittsburgh. We take a trip down to Seattle, but they have an offensive lineman from HBCU, Sean Simmons. Can't really see his stats. So we're going to St. Louis. Now take a trip to St. Louis. And St. Louis picked up, they have Zay, but they picked up Chris Anderson. So first, let's see what Chris Anderson did, right? So Chris Anderson, where you at, my guy? Where you at? Chris Anderson, 29 tackles, 2 sacks, 4 tackles for losses. Ah, man, I wish he'd put up better numbers than that. We go to Zay. Zay, man. His name is Zay. 7 touchdowns, 78 receptions, 872 yards, man. 10 drops is terrible. 73 is his longest. That's uncharacteristic of him to have 10 drops in the season. We've never seen that before. Tennessee has Sheldon Park, who's not hard to find. 37 receptions, 349 yards, 2 touchdowns. 16 is the longest. 8 drops, uncharacteristic of him. Uncharacteristic. of him. We go to Mr. Vancouver, and there's really only one man to see, Mr. Felix Harper. Shout out, man. Shout out to Felix Harper. 90 rating, 363 yards, 565 attempts, 64%, 4,212 yards, 19 touchdowns, 11 interceptions with 91 yards being his longest. And then we go to Washington. What are we doing? Steven Benson is who we looking for on the defensive side. Let me see if we can find him. Did he start? I don't think he started. He did not. So we're not going to stop in Washington, but instead we're going to stop in Winnipeg. Winnipeg has Aubrey Miller. Aubrey Miller. This man has 85 tackles, 2 sacks, 2 interceptions, 8 tackles for loss, 2 drops. Deflected passes, and 1 forced fumble, 2 fumble recoveries. This man led this defense, and he did great. Now on the offensive side, we have Mr. Adrian Edwards right here for 29 receptions, 358 yards, 2 touchdowns. 97 is the longest, baby. He only dropped the ball 5 times. This man is a baller. We missed out on drafting him. We should have got him. We didn't. We didn't get a receiver. We should have got him. Man, I regret it. This man balled out. And ladies and gentlemen, I think that's it. Unless I forgot to do Arizona. No, they had an offensive lineman. Couldn't do Arizona. Yep, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That's everybody. Let me see if I got all the quarterbacks. Sometimes I'll be missing them. I'll be forgetting where they at. Let me see. So, yep, that's it. That's everybody. All right. No, it's not everybody. Damari Daniels, we traded him to Mexico City. He has 102 rating, 273 completions, 428 attempts, 64%, 3,363 yards, 30 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He actually left us to go do great. That's crazy. He didn't do better than Shiloh, so I can't be too mad because he didn't do better than Shiloh. Let me see. Let me compare it. 21, 71%. Yeah, he didn't do better than Shiloh, but he did go and do great. He got more yards than Shiloh, though, by a lot. Sheesh. Man. Oh, my goodness. And more interceptions. More interceptions. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. Let's moving on, man. That's everybody moving on. Now, let's do the all-time records, guys. Let's do it. We got to do it. So, we have won one championship of each, and of course, that makes sense. The only one you can actually kind of repeat, it would be the Tier 1 Cup. So, we won all of them. This season we went 19-0, so undefeated, because they count the playoff games too. Overall record 85-7. Win percentage 9.2, so 0.924. That's great. Most total yards 804, and the least total yards allowed is -40. Most passing yards 764. The least passing yards -28. Most rush yards 211. The least passing yards -12. Our defense, boy, that's crazy. Our defense turned up, baby. Our defense turned up. No joke. Alright, so we're going for the season. Now, in the season records, passing yards was broken in 2022, so I'm assuming that's Trabari? That was the beginning. That's Trabari. He broke a record with 5,129 yards. Rushing yards in 2026, 2,081. I believe that's AJ. That might be AJ. That's AJ. Or Aiden. No, it's Aiden. It's Aiden. That's Aiden. No, 2026 is AJ. Yeah, that's AJ who got it. Total yards, 6,594. That's last season. Okay. Points scored, 724 last season. Okay. Most turnovers. In 2022, we had 21. Sheesh. Best turnover margin was 40. And that was last season. Wins and losses. Most wins, 16. Best win streak, 16. We went undefeated twice. They only counted one for 2023, though. Okay. Most losses was in 2022. We lost twice. And the worst loss streak was 1 in 2022. All right. Defensive. For sacks, in 2025, our team had 116 sacks. Woo! 155 tackles for loss in 2022. 2025 interceptions 29. Forced fumbles 2025 is 19. Fumble recovery is 18. Pass yards allowed 1,678. Rushing yards allowed 877. That's not bad. Total yards allowed is 2,610. Points allowed 77. All 25. That's not bad. Except for rush yards 26. But that's not bad though. I wish it was lower. That's not bad though. It's actually pretty good. So completions is going to Trabari Blackshire for the game. For all time in the game, completions Trabari Blackshire. Attempts Trabari Blackshire. So Quinn Williams has the most yards though, 765. Then it goes back to Jabari. He had 11 touchdowns, and it said he thrown the most interceptions in the game, rush attempts. Newton has more, 27. Newton gets the rush yards for 193. Clark gets the touchdowns for 5. Watt, a fullback who we got late in the season, he got 2 fumbles. He has the most in the game. Receptions, Broderick Freeman has the most in the game for 10. Braylon has the most receiving yards for 362 and the most receiving touchdowns for 5. Yards after the catch, Freeman gets it for 124. Drops. Blackshot. Braylon gets it. Ooh. Hometown. Braylon gets it. 2 drops. Targets. Broderick Freeman was targeted 19 times in 2022, so he gets that record. Tackles. Gullah is 16. Yup. And I remember that game. 225 sacks. Puts 8. Interceptions. Sunlight 3. Yes, sir. Tackles for loss. $7. Deflected passes. Kofi 6. Defensive touchdowns. Taxman 1. Boy, a lot of people done hit 1. A lot of people broke that record. Forced fumbles, Sunderville 2. Fumble recoveries, Thomas 2. I feel like we have some unfinished business. Left 1 as a record is crazy. We got some unfinished business. Special team, Nile for made and attempts. He went 6 for 6 in 2022. Freehill has the most points in 2024. We don't punt like that. And then punt return yards, 337, excuse me. Individual season. Now, this is going to be a lot of hometown heroes. I really don't expect to see much HBCU players on here. But I fooled myself because Quentin Williams starts it off from Howard, 148 in his record. That's his QB rating in a season. Completions in the season, 281, it's hometown. Pass attempts, 507 is the record. Completion percentage, 74%. Passing yards, 5,361. Pass touchdowns, 54. Interceptions goes to Jabari 2, 15. That's crazy. Yards per pass, you wonder why you got traded. Yards per pass, man. Quinn Williams at 16.5. Howard alum does it. Rush attempts, 286. Rushing yards, 1,515. Touchdowns, 23. All going to A.J. Newton this season. Also 6.9, so yards per rush for him. Fumbles go to Creek for 8. Receptions, Black Sky 70. So Jerome Black Sky from season 1, hometown hero. He came and retired here. 70 receptions is his record. He still holds it in the season. That is a beautiful thing to see. Braylon Blackshire also holds the record. Receiving yards for 2,083. Tackles is going to Peasy for 102 in the season. Back in his prime. Puts gets the sacks for 41. Sunlight gets the interceptions. We knew that. Dollar gets the tackles for loss. Deflected passes go to Gullah. We knew that. Defensive touchdown, Kofi. Forced fumbles, Puts. Fumble recovers, Gullah. That's a surprise right there. Okay, I see you, baby. Field goals made. All the kicking stuff gonna go to now. He was our only kicker for up until last season, so that's expected. All time, and there's a lot of the same. Creek actually comes in for his completion though, because he's a rookie, so he gets the all time for that. It's pretty much all the time everywhere else. Aiden has the most fumbles. Tackles go to Kofi all time. He passed them up in tackles. Okay, Kofi Puts his sack leader. Interception, Sunlight, of course, 31. Tackles for loss Shaq Tech. I'm not surprised with now. Defensive touchdown, Kofi, 4. Deflected passes, Gullah, 94. Not surprised. Shaq Tech gets the fumbles, and the recoveries go to Gullah. And then appeals to kicking. So this franchise has put in a lot of stats, a lot of work. Guys, like I said, man, 10 comments from 10 different accounts or 10 likes on the video. We can continue this and we can finish this unfinished business. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it, man. So much love to everybody. Thank y'all for supporting. Thank y'all for watching the series. Like I said, man, if you want this to continue, please 10 comments from 10 different accounts or 10 likes on the video. Much love. Peace. Greenwood Seminoles, baby. We out. Let's get it.